the thing that I've been thinking about most when writing and filming these videos is something called comprehensible input. And comprehensible input is just the idea of input that people can understand. So when I am speaking, I might act out an idea, or we'll have lots of pictures and visual cues, or we might even have a little miniature video which shows what the concept is. And what this does is that when I say a word or a phrase in English, the student will immediately see a visual representation of that, and it will help to create the link between the sound that I make, the word, and the concept. So for example, we talk about the idea of respect in a couple of videos, and this word respect might come up a few times in the lesson. And when I say respect, I can explain what it means, and also there will be pictures of people showing respect to each other. And what this does is, even if the student doesn't then remember and know how to use the word respect perfectly after the lesson, the next time they hear the word respect, they will already have heard it once before and seen it used in context and seen an illustration of it. So the next time they hear this word, they will be far more likely to understand it. And the more times they hear it and the more times they understand it, then the more likely they are and the faster they will be able to use it themselves. So if you start from understanding words in context and understanding expressions and phrases in context, the more you hear them, the more embedded they become in your brain, and the more naturally and easily you can use them. But if you just sit down and take the word respect, for example, and you just look in a dictionary and you read what respect means and you read a definition of it and try to memorize it, that will not actually allow you to then use the word. You learn to use a word when you hear it many, many times in context. And what these videos do is, when you hear a word like that, there will be the spoken word, and there will also be pictures, videos, demonstrations to make the input, what they're hearing, more comprehensible, more understandable. And that is my absolute favorite way to study. That's how I studied Mandarin, and it was definitely the fastest and most effective way of learning a language that I have ever experienced.